Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. Today I'm going to be doing a video where I talk about my top 10 biggest fears. This is a requested video from my TikTok. If you are not following me on there or my Instagram, check the description box below because I will have my socials on there as well as my email if you'd like to collaborate with me. If you ever have requests for videos and I haven't done them yet, I will take them into consideration and possibly post them just like this. All right, let's get right into it. None of these are listed in order of fears, but they are definitely 10 of my biggest fears. Number one would have to be death or growing old. The idea of dying is extremely scary. We all know that it's inevitable, but it's something that you put out of your head and you just don't think about because you don't want to think about that. And that's really scary to me. Growing old is really scary because your entire life feels always like it's ahead of you, and when you're older it's behind you, and so that's really hard to grasp, I think. Number two, this is a fear that I actually didn't realize was a fear until I got older, and that is the ocean. I'm okay with like stepping in the ocean, but the idea of swimming in the ocean in the big deep really scares me, and being stuck in the middle of the ocean or something because of what's below, especially the ocean at night. So I have scuba dived before, and as amazing and terrifying as it was, I don't think I would do it again. It was really scary for me to think that I was in this foreign place where I cannot breathe and I don't know what's below. I've been on a cruise before, and as amazing as it was still a scary concept in the back of my mind, thinking that I was on the ship and the ship was in the middle of nowhere where there was no land and you were just in this foreign area. So I think the fact that the ocean is so foreign is really the only word I can use. It's just terrifying to me, and some of the things we've seen online of what is down below, also terrifying. Number three is the darkness. There's been a lot of movies that have kind of triggered that for me, and there's one that's called Lights Out, and it really wasn't even that scary of a movie, but the concept of the fact that there's something that gets you when the darkness is there, but when the light's there, it doesn't. The idea that darkness means evil and light means good, I think it's just in the back of my mind as well. So I think, you know, when I shut out a light, I run into the next room where there is light, as if something couldn't get me if there was light. So yeah, the darkness, I think, for sure. Number four is snakes. Simply put, snakes. They terrify me. They freak me out. I have a phobia of them. If somebody had a snake nearby, I don't even know what I would do. If it's not in a cage, and even if it is, it freaks me out. I have touched a snake before, and it was this massive yellow boa, and the thing felt like wood. It was really hard, and it was real. I remember I was 7 and I went to Rainforest Cafe, and right outside it in the mall, they had somebody holding this big snake and allowed people to touch it and get a picture with it. And of course, my parents let me do it. And I was young and naive, and I did it. I don't think I'd do it now. Number five, another animal, tarantulas. Freaks me out. I don't like spiders to begin with, and those things are massive. Number six would be losing my child or my husband, something happening to them passing away. That keeps me up at night. I've had dreams about it, and it's terrible. It leaves me with a completely gut-wrenching, empty feeling in my body, and I do not ever want to experience that ever. Number seven, I don't really know. I know there's a name for it, but I don't know what it is. It's fear of giant items or just giant things. So for instance, if I was up in a skyscraper, the idea of it being so big that I'm looking down thinking I would never survive the fall, or looking up at it thinking if this crumbled, I would not survive this. You know you're gonna die. Like, I just think huge items scare me. Number eight is the concept of an apocalypse, such as aliens, zombies, a terrorist attack, or a sickness that takes out the entire world, or an asteroid hitting the earth. I think the idea of an apocalypse would scare me so bad that I would die of a heart attack before I'd ever even attempt to survive. Number nine is traveling alone. The idea of like being by myself, or when I'm home alone at night or overnight ever, that really scares me. I feel like I'm up at night, I can't sleep, I can't think. I'm thinking something is out to get me, somebody's gonna break in my house, somebody's gonna try to steal me. And that kind of goes right along with the next and final one, and the final one, number 10, being that fear of being trafficked or raped or murdered or taken, anything like that. As a woman, Truthfully, I feel like I worry about this way more than I should be, and I think a lot of us can relate to that. Now, men and women have this happen to them, but I think a lot of women do, and the fact that men are stronger in general, and the fact that I have to go out to my car and look even outside my own home, I'm still paranoid about it. So, always on high alert, and I'm very cautious with what I do, and that's definitely a fear. All right, guys, that's simply put 10 fears of mine, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Just a requested one I was going to do is a little filler, so something different. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you would, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click the bell button to be alerted anytime I post. I upload a new video every Monday and Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. As always, stay sassy. Bye, everyone.